growing need for a sea gate for Ethiopia. Ethiopia's time to regain its sea gate is now, said Major General Teshome Gemechu, Director of Foreign Relations and Military Cooperation of the Ethiopian Defense Forces. The senior military officer's speech was broadcast on national television, and he said, "This is what we need to do. Ethiopia's time to regain its sea gate is now," said Major General Teshome Gemechu, Director of Foreign Relations and Military Cooperation of the Ethiopian Defense Forces. The senior military officer's speech was broadcast on national television, and he said, "This is what we need to do." He also explained that Ethiopia's lack of a sea gate has increased its vulnerability and hindered its development. International maritime law requires landlocked countries like Ethiopia to use their nearest ports, an international law and diplomatic analyst told Deutsche Welle. However, the issue of ownership is not addressed in the law. "We have lived together with the Red Sea," military officer. The speech of Major General Teshome Gemechu, Director of Foreign Relations and Military Cooperation of the Ethiopian Defense Forces, which was broadcast on national television, not only stated that the Red Sea is a national agenda. Rather, he also stated that it is a fact that we do not need much research and evidence for. It is a fact that the sun has set. "We have lived together with the sea. This is our truth," the military officer said, adding that the seaport that Ethiopia lost following Eritrea's secession from Ethiopia and the seaport that Ethiopia is now raising are the main contentious issues. Although he did not name the military officer, he assured that the seaport that Ethiopia lost will fall into our hands due to historical enemies' conspiracy and deceit. The seaport is not just a government issue, foreign affairs. In a statement to the House of People's Representatives last week, Foreign Affairs Minister Gideon Timothy said that the seaport issue is not just a government issue, a party issue. It is an issue that crosses party lines, transcends our internal political differences, and that we should stand together for this. An international law and diplomatic affairs analyst shared his thoughts on the issue, noting that the issue of ownership and access to the seaport is two different realities. Lack of seaports has crippled Ethiopia, military officer. Major General Teshome Gemechu, Director of Foreign Relations and Military Cooperation of the Federal Defense Forces, said that Ethiopia has increased its vulnerability since it lost the ports and seaports it owned and managed for centuries. According to him, this has not only crippled Ethiopia, but also prevented the country from reaching the level it has reached 20 years ago and from developing rapidly. The international law and diplomatic analyst argues that it is inappropriate to think about war now. He also said that international law and practice do not allow this, especially since Ethiopia, which is the seat of the African Union, is not expected to have force options. The Federal Defense Forces, FDF, shared a photo map of the event in a report on December 26, 2026, saying the Special Operations Command Training Center graduated the basic soldiers who have been trained for months today in a grand ceremony. This was a major topic of discussion yesterday and today, and we have seen that the image has been removed today.